If you're choosing between Singapore Pte Ltd and Hong Kong Limited, you're about to waste $4,200 on the wrong jurisdiction, and here's how to pick in 2026. Here's the problem. Most founders pick based on headlines, not actual numbers. Singapore corporate tax is 17% flat. Hong Kong is 16.5%, but only after first 2 million Hong Kong dollars at 8.25%. Hong Kong has zero withholding tax on dividends. Singapore charges up to 24% depending on tax treaty. You're launching a SaaS company. Revenue hits $500,000 in year 1. You picked Singapore because everyone said it's the startup hub. Then you discover the nominee director costs SGD 3,600 per year, compliance runs SGD 4,800, and your effective tax rate after exemptions is still 12%. Meanwhile, your competitor in Hong Kong pays 18,000 Hong Kong dollars total compliance and keeps an extra $8,400 in profit. This is exactly why we built Bastion Formations, to show you the real math before you file. Most people fail here. They compare corporate tax rates, 17% Singapore versus 16.5% Hong Kong, and stop. But you're not taxed on gross revenue. Singapore gives a 75% exemption on the first SGD 100K of chargeable income, then 50% on the next SGD 100K. Hong Kong gives 8.25% on the first 2 million Hong Kong dollars, then 16.5% after. For a $300,000 profit company, Singapore effective rate is around 8.4%. Hong Kong is around 10.2%. The rates flip depending on your profit band. Do not pick based on headline tax alone. Step 2. Factor compliance cost. Singapore Pte Ltd requires a local company secretary at SGD 1,200 to 2,400 per year, a registered office at SGD 600 to 1,200, and annual filing at SGD 600. If you're a non-resident founder, you'll need a nominee director, add SGD 3,600. Total first year compliance averages SGD 6,000 to 8,000. Hong Kong Limited needs a company secretary at 3,000 Hong Kong dollars to 6,000 per year, registered office at 2,400 Hong Kong dollars, and annual return filing at 2,600 Hong Kong dollars. No mandatory audit if revenue stays under 10 million Hong Kong dollars. Total first year averages 12,000 Hong Kong dollars, about SGD 2,050. That's $3,200 less than Singapore. Step 3. Check bank account access. This is important. Singapore banks like DBS and OCBC will open accounts for foreign founders if you have a local director and can visit in person. Processing takes 4 to 6 weeks. Hong Kong banks like HSBC and Standard Chartered now require 1 million Hong Kong dollars minimum deposit for non-resident directors, or you'll need an introducer. Most fintech founders use Wise, Mercury, or Airwallex instead. Bastion Formations sets up your Singapore Pte Ltd for SGD 850 including nominee director, registered office, and company secretary, or your Hong Kong Limited for 6,500 Hong Kong dollars with the same compliance bundle. Plus we'll connect you to Mercury for instant USD account opening in 48 hours. Here's the problem. Path A is the DIY route. You filed a Singapore Pte Ltd yourself through ACRA for SGD 315, then scramble to find a nominee director at SGD 3,600, a secretary at SGD 1,800, and a registered office at SGD 900. You spend 22 hours over 6 weeks and still don't have a bank account. Path B is Bastion Formations. SGD 850 for the full Singapore package or 6,500 Hong Kong dollars for Hong Kong, filed in 3 business days, compliance sorted, bank intro included. Advanced tip. If your customers are mainland China or ASEAN, Singapore wins on payment routing. Stripe Atlas doesn't support Hong Kong but works in Singapore. Alipay and WeChat Pay integrations are easier from Singapore. If your customers are US or EU SaaS buyers paying via card, Hong Kong wins because you can invoice from a Hong Kong Limited, collect in USD via Mercury, and pay zero withholding tax on dividends when you pull profit out. Here's the exact wording to use when you email your accountant. I'm a non-resident founder. My customers are in region. My projected profit is amount. Which jurisdiction gives me the lowest effective tax plus compliance cost in year 1, Singapore Pte Ltd or Hong Kong Limited? Send that. They'll run the numbers. Or skip all this and let Bastion Formations do it for you. We'll model both scenarios, show you the 3-year cost projection, and file the winner in 72 hours. I'm a non-resident founder. My customers are in region. My projected profit is amount. Which jurisdiction gives me the lowest effective tax plus compliance cost in year 1, Singapore Pte Ltd or Hong Kong Limited? Singapore 17% tax with big exemptions, Hong Kong 8.25% then 16.5%. Singapore compliance costs $3,200 more per year than Hong Kong. If you want this done in 72 hours, Bastion Formations handles Singapore for SGD 850 or Hong Kong for 6,500 Hong Kong dollars. Visit bastionformations.com. If this helped, smash like, hit subscribe, and visit Bastion Formations at bastionformations.com for help setting up your Singapore Pte Ltd or Hong Kong Limited in 72 hours. Visit https://bastionformations.com.